Dr. Dinesh Katre is presently Associate Director and HoD of Human-Centered Design and Computing Group and has completed 20 years of service at C-DAC Pune.
Human-Centered Design and Computing Group at C-DAC Pune focuses on technical areas like digital preservation, heritage computing, human-computer interaction, and usability engineering. Our team is presently 45 members strong. It has led the developments of digital preservation across India. Our software solutions are already deployed and being used by museums and archives of national importance.
Dr. Katre joined C-DAC as a research associate in 1992. Immediately after completing his postgraduate degree in Master of Design from Industrial Design Center, Indian Institute of Technology, where he studied product conceptualizations and man-machine interface design. During the multimedia rendering of Dhyaneshwari as part of Digital Library Technologies for Indian Heritage Project, Dr. Vijay Bhatkar, founder executive director of C-DAC, became his chief mentor. This culminated into his spearheading National Multimedia Resource Center with sponsorship from the then Department of Electronics during 1998. Popularly called NMRC, the Multimedia Center designed and developed several products, namely multimedia authoring tools with low-cost reusable content libraries, interactive games, learning portals, virtual museum builder, 3D walkthroughs, and multimedia training. An important milestone in 2004 was when Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, then President of India, released the CD-ROMs on life and work of Srinivas Ramanujan, a moment of pride for him, his team, and C-DAC. His deep-rooted interests in man-machine interface, coupled with encouragement from Shri R.K. Arora, then Executive Director during 2001, led him to pursue PhD in an interdisciplinary field of human-computer interaction from Birla Institute of Technology and Science, Pilani. In the year 2006, he was awarded the PhD degree, perhaps the first one in HCI domain in India. Shri S. Ramakrishnan, the Director General C-DAC in 2008, nominated him as a resource person to Department of Electronics and Information Technology in envisaging the National Digital Preservation Program. As commissioned by IT Ministry in the year 2010, Dr. Katre produced the National Study Report on Digital Preservation Requirements of India by involving experts from 30 stakeholder organizations across India and came up with the recommendations and roadmap for the National Digital Preservation Program. As part of his research, he went through the digital preservation training at University College of London, UK. As recommended in his report, the Government of India sanctioned the flagship project Centre of Excellence for Digital Preservation. He is the driving force behind the digital preservation standards and best practices adopted by the IT Ministry for e-governance across India. The painstaking efforts taken in heritage computing domain began to gain mass and gravity only after the year 2011, as the Interactive Museum project of HCDC Group won the South Asia and Asia Pacific Special Grand Jury Award in 2012. Dr. Katre's vision for heritage preservation and dedicated efforts of his team persuaded the Ministry of Culture to standardize Jatan, Virtual Museum Builder for all national museums. Today, Jatan is successfully deployed and used by 10 national museums and 4 state museums in India. Dr. Katre made notable contributions to the research on mobile usability and HCI for illiterate users in the Cult USAB project, funded by the Danish Science Council. Widely recognized and acclaimed in the professional community for his scholarly contributions, Dr. Katre is elected as Vice Chair of the Working Group on Human-Work Interaction Design by IFIP. Dr. Katre has edited 2 international books on human-computer interaction, published by Springer Verlag, USA. He has authored and published over 45 research papers in international journals and proceedings. Dr. Katre has been invited as keynote speaker by UNESCO European Alliance for Permanent Access and many HCI conferences. He has been a jury and guide for the PhD scholars and postgraduate students from IIT Mumbai, IIT Guwahati, IIIT Hyderabad and NID Ahmedabad. Dr. Katre enjoys interdisciplinary research and believes in the principle of leading without title, once committed to a cause.
My vision is to digitally preserve the tangible as well as non-tangible heritage of India by establishing trustworthy digital repositories across the country. This foundation of digital repositories will enable us in developing technological solutions for giving virtual experience, multimodal access, and knowledge development for the future generations.